What's going on, everybody? David here. Today we're going to talk about polls. So I did some polls in the last couple of weeks. And I want to show you guys these polls. I think it's really interesting to kind of get feedback from the audience on how they see different things when it comes to the stimulus package, stimulus checks, and all that. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. But first off, on this channel, we talk about personal finance and traveling on a budget. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell notification so you can get future updates on my videos. So we're going to take a look at some of these different polls, but before I do, I just want you to know there's a link in the description, so you can click on that link and it'll take you to my community page and you'll be able to see all the different polls and things that I have on there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. So the first poll here is, do you think we should get another stimulus check? Now this is pretty much cut and dry. I think there's 2,000 people who voted on this, and 92% of the people said yes, they think we should get another stimulus check, and then 8% said no. And that's not a surprise. I would think that the majority of people are interested in getting another stimulus check for a variety of different reasons. Some people are really, really struggling right now and they need the money. Some other people might not be struggling just yet, but it wouldn't hurt to have an extra stimulus check to put in the bank just in case something goes down. There are people that are working right now that might be unemployed in a month, depending on how things play out. So it's one of those deals where, yeah, the majority of the people are probably going to say, yes, please give me another stimulus check. And one thing I want to touch on is in the comment section, I'm seeing some people say, oh, this is free money. These are handouts and all this stuff. That's the furthest thing from the truth. The vast majority of the people who are receiving stimulus checks pay taxes, or they're on fixed income, where they're receiving Social Security or something like that, where they worked in the past and then earn that Social Security. So they've paid taxes. The vast majority of people who are receiving stimulus checks have paid taxes at one point in time, and they're just giving us a rebate. This rebate is actually a 2020 rebate. So they're just fronting us the money. They're giving us money early. They're not waiting until you file your taxes in 2020. They're giving it to us early. And so it's just like a refund. When you file your taxes, you get a refund. You don't consider that free money. You don't consider that a handout, because you put into that. You paid your taxes and they're just giving you a little bit back. So when I hear that, it really concerns me, because I don't know if people understand that whole situation where this is not free money. Now, are there a small group of people that have not paid any taxes ever and are receiving these stimulus checks? Possibly. But does that mean that the whole thing is bad because you have a very few people that are doing that? The vast majority of people, I'm saying, are paying taxes, and that's how they're receiving this. 88 million people were in the first round, and that was because they paid taxes 2018 or 2019. And then you had the rest of the people, as they rolled out the different stimulus checks and direct deposits and all that, they were on fixed income. So the majority of people have worked at one point in time, like I said, or paid taxes, or on SSDI, where they're disabled and they're not able to work. So we need to really understand what we're saying when we put that in the comments. It's not free money. It's not a handout. So the next poll says, do you think we should still receive a $2,000 stimulus check? So basically, I did a video and I kind of laid out how I think we can still get a $2,000 stimulus check out of the current HEROES Act. So the current HEROES Act is saying $1,200 per person, and then $1,200 for dependent. Check that video out. I'll post a link here so you guys can check it out. But let's talk about this. So the poll came out, 825 votes, and I just put the poll out today, and 61% of the people said yes, they think that would work, and then 39% said no. So I think most people are comfortable with that $2,000 range. Like, we've seen 2,000, we've seen 1,200, we've seen 2,000 per month. We've seen all these different things, but I think most people, if you're going to receive one check, you're going to say, yeah, 2,000 is probably a good number for you to get. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out and how the Senate handles this whole thing. And by the way, the Senate right now, they're not addressing the HEROES Act as of today. They did do a judge confirmation, and then I think they're going to be talking about some broadband stuff later on. So they're really not going to focus on any of that stuff today. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll keep you posted. So you want to subscribe to the channel. So every day I'll keep you posted on what they're doing and if they are going to address any of this stuff. But when it comes down to it, yeah, I think that $2,000 that's a good range, and maybe they will understand that and say, yeah, let's up it to $2,000. And then send it back to the House and let the House vote on it and then send it to the president. I don't think the president's going to have a problem with the $2,000. So we'll see where that goes, and I'm hoping for the best when it comes to that. I think per person 2,000 is just a better number. All right, let's go to the next poll. So the next poll, I did this one today as well. And do you think the Senate has their own HEROES Act plan? Okay, so we have 600 people who voted on this. And yes, 67% of the people said yes, and no, 33% of the people said no. So this is interesting. This actually kind of threw me back. I was thinking most people were going to say, no, they don't have a plan. That's why they want to wait. But most people think that they do have a plan. Now, my question to that is, if you have a plan, where are the proposals? Usually you'll have proposals that'll come out first, just like we saw in the House, where we saw these different proposals coming out, and then they put those proposals together and created a bill. So you're not seeing that on the Senate side. You're not seeing too many proposals. I've heard of a couple of different proposals, but I haven't heard of that many. So I'm wondering, do they really have a plan, or are they just going to kind of wait it out and then start working on proposals and stuff like that on June 1st? So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I personally would have voted no on this one, but I see the majority of the people think they have a plan. So if they had a plan, I think some of that stuff would be leaking out already, because there are people who are upset right now because they're looking at the Senate and they're not doing anything, or they think that they're not doing anything. So if you are doing something, now's the perfect time to put that out there. The next poll, do you think stimulus checks will be in the next stimulus package? So this got 2,000 votes. I did this one last week. Actually, I did this right before the HEROES Act came out. So the vast majority of people were saying yes, 63% says yes, and then no was 22%. And currently in the HEROES Act, yes, there is a stimulus check there. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in the Senate. We don't know if the Senate is going to try to work with this HEROES Act bill, take out all the things that they don't want and leave some of the stuff that they want in there, or if they're going to create their own bill. So we'll have to see where that goes. But as of right now, yes, there is a stimulus check there. I do not see much resistance when it comes from the White House or even the Senate as far as stimulus checks are concerned. We already know the House is on board with the stimulus checks. And because I don't see too much pushback when it comes to stimulus checks, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be in the bill. We just have to see what else is going to be in the bill with that. So that'll be interesting. Okay, so the next poll says, do you think Congress needs to vote on a stimulus package now, or should they wait? So this one got almost 3,000 votes, and we have 91% of the people saying yes, they need to act now, and 6% saying wait, and 3% saying no, that you shouldn't have any more stimulus packages or anything like that. So very interesting poll. Of course, people want to act now. Okay, now these are not scientific polls. Let me remind you, it's not a scientific poll. This is on the YouTube community page. So people who happen to go to the YouTube community page are the ones that are voting on this. But you have a pretty good selection. I mean, you have almost 3,000 people that have voted, and 91% of people saying, yes, we need to act now. And I'm hoping that they're doing their own polls, and they do. The Congress people will do their own polls to kind of gauge the public. And I'm sure they're getting a lot of phone calls. If their phone lines are open, I'm sure they're getting phone calls. By the way, in the description, I have the government website. So the congressional government website, click on it. It'll take you over there, and then you can find out who your congressperson is, and you can contact them if you want to do that. But I think right now, if they are doing some polls, they're going to see that the vast majority of people want you to do something now and not wait. So maybe that'll have some type of influence on them. I don't know. But we can only hope that at least they're listening and realize, okay, we do need to act now. Waiting is probably not going to be our best option. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I just wanted to go over some of these different polls. Like I said, every day I will be putting on a different poll. So go on over to the community page and check it out. Vote on the polls and comment. You can also comment down below. I will start looking at some of those comments too, and I might bring those comments into some future videos. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions or anything like that, please post it down below. Let me know if you received your stimulus check. Let me know what category you're in. That way I can let other people know. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.